Hi guys! Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today, we will dive deep into the latest dramatic twists surrounding Drew Cain, Curtis Ashford, and the elusive Jacinda, and covering secrets, schemes, and shocking possibilities that could change everything in Port Charles. Let's explore this tangled web of deception, where alliances are tested, desperate measures are taken, and reputations hang in the balance. Drew Cain faces a dangerous threat from Curtis Ashford. In the heart of Port Charles, tension brews as Drew Cain receives a chilling warning from Kai Taylor about a sinister plot orchestrated by Curtis Ashford. According to Kai, Curtis is on a mission to locate a mysterious figure named Jacinda, intending to bribe her into spinning a damaging lie. The falsehood that Drew willingly consumed ketamine, a claim that could shatter his already fragile public image. Armed with this critical intel, Drew finds himself at a crossroads, compelled to act swiftly to thwart Curtis's scheme before it gains traction. The stakes are sky high as Drew contemplates his next move, knowing that any misstep could lead to irreversible consequences. With time ticking against him, Drew must strategize to outmaneuver Curtis, possibly enlisting covert allies or deploying unexpected tactics to protect his name. Felicia Scorpio's relentless pursuit of Jacinda. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to Drew, Curtis has tapped the skills of the seasoned investigator Felicia Scorpio to track down Jacinda. Felicia, renowned for her tenacity in unraveling mysteries, has been scouring every lead, her search taking her to the edges of Port Charles and beyond. Although she's reportedly inches away from pinpointing Jacinda's location, success remains just out of reach, adding to the mounting frustration. Drew, while unaware of Felicia's direct involvement, suspects that Nina Reeves might hold the key to finding Jacinda before Curtis does. Nina's connections and resourcefulness could be Drew's ace in the hole, but convincing her to divulge any information will require delicate persuasion. As rumors swirl that Jacinda may be hiding in the vast, rugged terrain of the Australian outback, the search becomes a race against time, with Felicia hot on the trail and Drew piecing together his own plan. Drew's reputation hangs in the balance. Drew Cain is no stranger to adversity, but the aftermath of a disastrous press conference has left his public image in tatters. The last thing he can afford is another scandal, especially one as damning as the lie Curtis is allegedly planning to spread. Every whisper of misconduct threatens to derail not only his personal life but also his future with Willow Tate, as their wedding day looms on the horizon. Determined to shield himself from further damage, Drew considers a bold move using Nina as a conduit to locate Jacinda before Curtis can manipulate her. While Nina may not have Jacinda's exact coordinates, her knowledge of the woman's general whereabouts in the remote Australian wilderness gives Drew a sliver of hope. He toys with the idea of dispatching a private investigator to the outback, armed with an enticing financial offer to persuade Jacinda to vanish into obscurity, far from Curtis's grasp. A tempting offer and a narrow escape. Imagine the scene. After an exhaustive search across the untamed landscapes of Australia, Drew's hired operative finally tracks down Jacinda in a dusty, off-the-grid outpost. Presented with an offer too lucrative to refuse, Jacinda weighs her options and ultimately agrees to accept Drew's substantial payout. Packing her bags to flee to an undisclosed location where neither friend nor foe can find her. Just as she makes her escape under the cover of night, Felicia Scorpio arrives, her instincts leading her to the very spot Jacinda had been hiding. But alas, Felicia is mere moments too late. Jacinda has slipped through her fingers, leaving the seasoned sleuth to grapple with bitter disappointment. For Drew, this close call is a stroke of luck, as it ensures Jacinda remains beyond Curtis's reach, effectively dismantling his plan to tarnish Drew's name. However, the question lingers, will Jacinda's disappearance be permanent, or will her shadow resurface to haunt Drew in unexpected ways? Curtis's plan crumbles, but new dangers loom. With Jacinda out of the picture, Curtis's carefully crafted scheme to protect his wife, Dr. Portia Robinson, from Drew's alleged blackmail unravels spectacularly. Curtis had hoped to use Jacinda's fabricated testimony to paint Drew as reckless and unfit, thereby shielding Portia from any leverage Drew might wield. But thanks to Kai's timely tip-off, Drew has outsmarted Curtis at every turn, leaving him scrambling for alternative ways to counter Drew's influence. While Curtis may be down for the moment, his resolve to safeguard his family remains unshaken, hinting at future confrontations that could escalate tensions even further. For now, Drew breathes a sigh of relief, turning his attention to rebuilding his tarnished reputation and focusing on the joyous milestone ahead, his wedding to Willow Tate. The road to redemption, however, is fraught with uncertainty, as whispers of past misdeeds continue to echo through Port Charles. A darker path, the chilling possibility for Jacinda. But what if Drew's desperation takes a far more sinister turn? Beneath his calculated exterior lies a man who understands the persistent threat Jacinda represents as long as she draws breath. In a chilling hypothetical twist, Drew might contemplate an unthinkable act, hiring someone to ensure Jacinda's permanent silence. The mere thought of orchestrating such a drastic measure sends shivers down the spine, painting Drew in a darker, more ruthless light than fans might expect. Could the pressure of preserving his image and securing his future drive him to cross moral lines he once swore never to breach? While this remains a speculative scenario, it underscores the depths to which Drew might sink if cornered, raising profound questions about the cost of ambition and the true nature of the man behind the polished facade. The future of Port Charles hangs in the balance. As the dust settles on this latest chapter of intrigue, the residents of Port Charles brace themselves for what lies ahead. Drew Cain, having narrowly escaped Curtis's trap, stands at a pivotal moment where every decision could either restore his standing or plunge him deeper into chaos. Curtis, though thwarted for now, is unlikely to abandon his quest to protect Portia, setting the stage for a renewed clash of wills. And somewhere, in the vast unknown, Jacinda's fate remains a mystery, whether she's truly vanished for good or lurks in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to reemerge. The intricate dance of power, deception, and redemption continues to captivate, promising more twists and turns in the saga of General Hospital. Next, we will unravel the shocking developments surrounding Sonny Corinthos, once the untouchable kingpin of Port Charles, now grappling with vulnerability and chaos that threatened to topple his empire. Join us as we dive into the heart of this mystery, exploring explosions, family turmoil, and the looming specter of a ruthless rival. Buckle up, GH fans, as we dissect the unraveling of Sonny's reign and what it could mean for the future of our beloved town. Sonny Corinthos, a fallen titan in Port Charles. In a stunning turn of events, Sonny Corinthos, long revered as the indomitable PC Tiger, appears to have lost the fire that once defined him. The streets of Port Charles whisper with concern as this once unshakable mob boss exhibits a fragility that has left his family bearing the brunt of his misfortunes. The man who could once command fear and respect with a mere glance now seems adrift, haunted by a string of catastrophic incidents that have shaken the very foundation of his life. What has caused this dramatic shift in Sonny's demeanor? Is it the weight of past sins finally catching up, or are darker forces at play, conspiring to strip him of his power? As loyal fans, we can't help but watch with bated breath, wondering if this marks the twilight of Sonny's legendary reign over the city's underworld. A family caught in the crossfire. The Corinthos family has endured unimaginable tragedy in recent months, with Sonny's son, Michael Corinthos, becoming the first victim of a devastating explosion at Sonny's own penthouse. The blast, intended to snuff out Sonny's life, instead left Michael gravely injured, his body scarred by flames, forcing him to seek months-long specialized treatment in a top-tier German clinic. The guilt weighs heavily on Sonny, as yet again, his dangerous lifestyle has turned his loved ones into collateral damage. The incident has sparked heated debates among fans, with many questioning why Sonny didn't fortify his security measures after such a blatant attack on his domain. The image of Michael, once vibrant and full of promise, now fighting for recovery far from home, serves as a stark reminder of the high price paid for Sonny's entanglements in the mob world. Will this tragedy be the catalyst for change, or is Sonny too entrenched in his ways to protect those he holds dear? Christina's narrow escape from fiery doom. Just when the dust seemed to settle, another explosive incident rocked the Corinthos family at Charlie's Pub, a local hotspot often frequented by Sonny's daughter, Christina Corinthos Davis. In a terrifying turn of events, Christina walked into what could only be described as a death trap. Simeon had doused the establishment in gasoline before igniting it with a Molotov cocktail, turning the pub into an inferno. Miraculously, Christina emerged unscathed, her survival a testament to sheer luck rather than any protective measures in place. Sonny arrived on the scene moments after Christina's safe extraction, but the sight of Charlie's reduced to smoldering ashes offered little solace. Fans couldn't help but note the irony in Christina's distraught cry, "Someone tried to kill me," a poignant echo of the chaos her own family's legacy has often wrought. Could this harrowing close call ignite a spark of reform in Christina, or will she remain tethered to the tumultuous path laid by her father? The shadow of Jen Sidwell, a ruthless adversary. As the flames of destruction continue to engulf Sunny's world, all eyes turn to Jen Sidwell, the formidable foe whose arrival in Port Charles has heralded nothing but chaos. Many enthusiasts speculate that Sidwell, with his unrelenting ambition to seize control of Sunny's lucrative docks, is the mastermind behind these violent assaults. His presence has cast a long shadow over the town, with each explosion feeling like a calculated strike to destabilize Sunny's grip on power. Social media is ablaze with criticism, as fans lambast Sunny for failing to shield his family from such obvious threats, pointing out that the first attack on his penthouse should have prompted ironclad security upgrades. Sidwell's audacity knows no bounds, and whispers suggest he's assembling a network of loyal enforcers, ready to dismantle Sunny's empire brick by brick. Could these fiery assaults be the opening salvo in a full-scale takeover bid, or does Sidwell have even darker designs up his sleeve? Sunny's struggle, a mob boss losing his grip. The dual explosions targeting Sunny's family paint a grim picture of a man who has lost command over the very underworld he once ruled with an iron fist. The once invincible mobster now finds himself outmaneuvered, his enemies striking at the heart of his personal life with impunity. Questions abound. Has Sunny's focus wavered due to internal conflicts, perhaps regrets over the life he's chosen, or is this a sign of a deeper, more insidious erosion of his authority? The streets of Port Charles buzz with uncertainty. Will Sunny muster the strength to reclaim control, or are we witnessing the beginning of the end for his storied mob reign? Sidwell's relentless pursuit of dominance at the docks only heightens the stakes, suggesting that Sunny's empire may already be teetering on the brink of collapse. Every move he makes in the coming days will be scrutinized, as allies and adversaries alike gauge whether the PC Tiger still has the roar to fend off this unprecedented threat. A quest for vengeance amidst a crumbling empire. In the wake of these brutal attacks, sources close to Sunny reveal that he is consumed by a burning desire for retribution. The thought of Sidwell or whoever is behind the carnage walking free while his family suffers is unbearable. And Sunny is gearing up for a counterstrike that could reshape the power dynamics of Port Charles. Yet, there's an undeniable sense of fragility in his resolve. Each blow dealt to his loved ones chips away at the fortress of confidence he once exuded. Insiders hint that Sunny is assembling a covert team to uncover the truth behind the explosions, determined to unmask the culprit and deliver a crushing blow of his own. But with his resources stretched thin and his enemies growing bolder, has Sunny's empire already sustained irreparable damage? The road to revenge is fraught with peril, and fans can't help but wonder if Sunny's thirst for justice will lead to triumph or further tragedy. What lies ahead for Sunny and Port Charles? As the saga unfolds, the future of Sunny Corinthos remains shrouded in mystery. Will he rise from the ashes of these devastating attacks to reassert his dominance, or is this the dawn of a new era where Jen Sidwell reigns supreme over the docks? The Corinthos family, battered but unbroken, stands at a crossroads. Will they rally behind Sunny in his hour of need, or will the relentless danger push them to seek safer paths? The explosions at the Penthouse and Charlie's Pub are more than just physical assaults. They symbolize the fragility of power in a world where loyalty can be bought and vengeance knows no limits. Fans, we want to hear from you. Do you believe Sidwell is poised to dethrone Sunny, or does the PC Tiger have one last fight left in him? The coming episodes promise more heart-pounding twists, and we'll be here to cover every shocking revelation. Next, we will delve into the chilling mystery surrounding Sasha Gilmore Corbin and the unsettling events plaguing her daughter, Daisy Gilmore, in Port Charles. As fear grips Sasha's heart over a possible connection to the dangerous Jen Sidwell, we'll explore the strange occurrences, mob entanglements, and unexpected threats that could spell danger for her little girl. Join us, fans, as we uncover the layers of this gripping storyline filled with suspense and intrigue. Sasha Gilmore Corbin's growing dread over Daisy's safety. In the quiet corners of Port Charles, Sasha Gilmore Corbin finds herself consumed by an escalating sense of unease regarding the safety of her precious daughter, Daisy Gilmore. What began as seemingly innocuous oddities has morphed into a series of disturbing incidents that have left Sasha on edge, questioning what could be targeting her child. with the shadow of Jen Sidwell, a notorious figure in the town's underworld, looming large. Sasha's maternal instincts kick into overdrive. Could this ruthless adversary be orchestrating a sinister plot against Daisy as a means of striking at the heart of the Corinthos family? Sasha's once secure world now feels like a fragile house of cards, ready to collapse under the weight of unseen dangers lurking just beyond her reach. As whispers of mob rivalries intensify, she grapples with the terrifying notion that her daughter's innocence might be the ultimate pawn in a deadly game. Unnerving incidents at the Quartermain Mansion. The Quartermain Mansion, typically a bastion of safety and opulence, has become the backdrop for a series of eerie events surrounding little Daisy. It all started with a heart-stopping mix-up at the hospital, where Daisy was inexplicably placed in the wrong bassinet shortly after her birth, sending shockwaves of panic through Sasha. Since then, the oddities have only multiplied. At night, Daisy's mobile in her nursery has been mysteriously activated, its haunting melody echoing through the silent halls. On another unsettling occasion, Sasha discovered Daisy turned the wrong way in her crib, her tiny frame draped in a onesie of a different color than the one Sasha had dressed her in mere hours before. Each incident chips away at Sasha's peace of mind, painting a picture of an unseen hand meddling in her daughter's life. Could these be mere coincidences, or are they calculated moves designed to unravel Sasha's sanity bit by bit? Jen Sidwell, the prime suspect in a web of fear. As Sasha pieces together the puzzle of Daisy's disturbances, her thoughts inevitably turn to Jen Sidwell, a name synonymous with danger in Port Charles. The recent violent attack on Christina Corinthos Davis at Charlie's Cuban establishment reduced to rubble in a fiery explosion has only heightened Sasha's fears that Sidwell's influence could be behind the strange happenings with Daisy. Now that Daisy's paternity as Sonny Corinthos' granddaughter is public knowledge, Sasha worries that her daughter has become a prime target in the brewing mob conflicts. Sidwell's reputation for ruthless tactics fuels her suspicion that he might be gaslighting her through these bizarre incidents as a psychological weapon. The thought of Daisy caught in the crosshairs of such a formidable foe sends chills down Sasha's spine, pushing her to seek answers and protection before a more catastrophic event unfolds on the horizon. A past deal haunts Sasha's decisions. Compounding Sasha's anxiety is the memory of a risky $250,000 deal she once struck with Sidwell, a transaction she now views through a lens of deep regret. In a moment of vulnerability, Sasha confides in Jason Morgan, Daisy's godfather, about her mounting fears that this agreement might have painted a target on her daughter's back. Could Sidwell be using Daisy as leverage to manipulate Sasha further, exploiting her past decisions to tighten his grip on the Corinthos family's vulnerabilities? As she pours out her concerns, Sasha wonders aloud if walking away from the deal might mitigate the danger if it's already too late to escape Sidwell's web. The weight of her choices bears down heavily, each decision now scrutinized through the prism of Daisy's safety, leaving Sasha desperate for a way to shield her child from the consequences of her past. Jason Morgan steps up as Daisy's protector. In her hour of need, Sasha turns to Jason Morgan, a steadfast figure whose loyalty to the Corinthos clan runs deep. As Daisy's godfather, Jason feels an unspoken duty to safeguard the little girl, and he listens intently as Sasha voices her dread over Sidwell's potential involvement. While Jason harbors doubts about whether these subtle, eerie acts align with Sidwell's typically overt and brutal style, he offers Sasha a solemn promise to protect Daisy at all costs. His words provide a flicker of hope amidst the darkness, as he vows to stand as a shield between Daisy and any threat that dares to emerge. Behind closed doors, Jason begins to strategize, potentially enlisting trusted allies to keep a vigilant watch over the Quartermain estate. Alongside Michael Corinthos, Daisy's father, Jason's resolve hardens, determined to ensure that no harm befalls the youngest member of their extended family. No matter who or what stands behind the shadows, a hidden threat beyond Sidwell's shadow. Yet, as Sasha fixates on Sidwell as the likely culprit, a more insidious danger might be lurking closer to home. Whispers in Port Charles hint at an unexpected possibility that Willow Tate, a seemingly benign presence in Sasha's life, could be entangled in Daisy's stalking. Rumors swirl of Willow experiencing inexplicable blackouts, during which she may assume an entirely different persona, possibly driven by an undiagnosed dissociative identity disorder. Could Willow, in a fragmented state of mind, be the one orchestrating these unsettling incidents without even realizing it? The theory adds a layer of complexity to Sasha's plight, suggesting that the enemy might not be a distant mobster but someone within her trusted circle. As these speculations gain traction, Sasha remains unaware of this potential threat, her focus narrowed on Sidwell while a quieter storm brews beneath the surface. The road ahead, more mysteries for Sasha and Daisy. As the days unfold, ABC General Hospital spoilers indicate that Sasha's journey is far from over, with more bizarre and troubling moments on the horizon concerning Daisy. Each strange occurrence chips away at Sasha's resolve, leaving her to question her own perceptions and the safety of her environment. Will she uncover the true identity of the shadowy figure behind these acts, or will the mystery deepen, pulling her into a labyrinth of fear and suspicion? The stakes couldn't be higher as Sasha braces for the possibility of escalation, perhaps a daring kidnapping attempt or another sinister plot to upend her life. Fans, the tension is palpable, and we're on the edge of our seats waiting to see if Sasha can protect Daisy from the unseen forces circling around them, or if Port Charles will witness yet another heartbreaking twist in this saga of maternal love and lurking danger. Thank you for joining us on the ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel for this in-depth exploration of Sasha Gilmore Corbin's harrowing ordeal. We're eager to hear your theories. Do you think Jen Sidwell is truly behind Daisy's stalking, or could Willow Tate's hidden struggles be the key to this mystery? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and stay tuned for more updates as we continue to unravel the dramatic turns in Port Charles. Until next time, keep watching for every shocking revelation.